guys, Juliette Guéraud, public speaking trainer. I hope you're doing well today. Today is our last video on the tricky questions series that employers are likely to ask you during job interviews. So this question is a question that we often forget to prepare, and it's actually one of the most important because it is most likely to be the last question that a recruiter will ask you during a job interview. And you know, it's like when you wrote papers at school, professors always told you, well, don't forget the conclusion because it's the last thing that they will see. Well, during job interviews, it's actually kind of the same thing. You had a great interview, you felt good, the recruiter felt good, you think you're gonna get the job, and you didn't know how to answer this question, you forgot to prepare it, and you screwed. So, this question is, do you have any questions for us? To this question, never answer, no, I don't have any. That's a terrible answer. Always have at least 2 questions. At least. It's very important because you want to show them that you're very interested in their company, in the position, and that you did your homework. So I always say that when I tell people how to prepare for a job interview, but an important thing to do is to research the company. When you know you're going to have a job interview with them, one of the first things to do is to go on their website and study them. And doing that will help you answering this question. So, the questions not to ask. Don't ask questions that you can find on the website because they're going to think that you didn't do your homework because you could have access to this information. So, you're not going to get points for that. Another question. Do not ask about negotiating your salary. You didn't get the job yet. Do not start negotiating. Another question not to ask is, when can I take days off? You haven't started the job and you already want to take days off. It doesn't look too good for you. It doesn't show that you're serious about the job, that you just want a job maybe to pay the bills and you want to go on vacation as soon as you can. So it doesn't look good for you. They don't want that type of person. So what questions to ask? You can ask, what's the training process like? Or what's the culture of the company? It will show that you're very interested in the company. And those are answers that you are not likely to find on the website. You can also ask, what is the mobility like in this company? A question that you can also ask, and they're not used to that, is, what do you like best in working in this company? And they're gonna be like, oh, okay. And so it also shows your interest. And finally, the last question that you can ask them is there a question that I didn't ask that I should be asking? Hey, it works. You can ask this question. And most of the time, they're going to say, well, no, I don't see any. Thank you for your time. And you're saying the same. Thank you for having me. Because it can happen. It happened to me several times. If you prepared questions and a lot of them have been answered during the interview, do not hesitate to say, well, you answered a lot of my questions. It shows that you had questions for them. But let me think. And you say your other questions. Don't stop here. Have other questions. Come up with at least 2 questions. So this is it for this last tricky questions. If you want help answering other tricky questions, do not hesitate to leave a comment and I will be happy to help you and make another video on this question. So now you have all the keys to answer those tricky questions, so go nail your interviews and I'll see you for other videos. Ciao, ciao!